That feels better. I don't have a lot to talk about today. That's good because I don't have much of a voice. The last update, I was talking about the super crazy wind that we had. But yeah, worse at night. It sort of kind of eased off, but then we got a few really super strong gusts. And thankfully, our department only got one call.
Attention North Huron Fire, Wingham Station. Please respond at Francis Street and Patrick Street East for a tree branch that's come down on the power lines. A branch is on the ground and burning, and the tree limb is resting on the lines, and the lines are arcing. Again, that's the intersection of Francis Street and Patrick Street East. It is 1950-04 on June 17th. Wingham Station, please respond.
That's all they got, so it was kind of nice for them. So normally we get crazy winds like that, and they're like all over the place and really busy. So the next day, yeah, it really cooled off. I didn't bother going out, and I don't remember what else I was going to say. So still catching up on stuff in my computer anyway, so I'm not going out. I still had lots to do. It's super humid in this garage right now. I'm sweating like crazy here. So I decided to check the hydro outage map. There's still a lot of outages around, so I don't know if that's still from that big storm system that we had come through that did all that damage, or if that's all new stuff from this storm. I don't know. I didn't look at it soon enough, apparently. So I decided, well, if I'm looking, I might as well look at the earthquake map too. I haven't checked that for a while. I think I've said before that for some reason, since I got my new phone, I haven't been getting updates or notifications. Because you set the distance, I think I have it set at 1,000 kilometers, something like that. And if there's an earthquake within that circle radius, then I get a notification about it. I get nothing now. So I have to actually think about it and check it every once in a while. There's a few out there, but there's one I noticed in a different place than normal. Down in Missouri there, and I'm thinking that might be the New Madrid fault. I'm not sure, because I'm pretty sure it comes up all the way up to the Great Lakes area. So it's a little bit concerning. So be it. I think what I might have to do is uninstall that app and reinstall it and see if that resets my notifications. I don't know. Because like I say, I didn't install it in this phone. I loaded my phone contents into my computer and then loaded them back onto this phone. So I don't know. Maybe I had to actually install the app itself specifically directly from the web. I don't know. So Saturday night, temperature really dropped down. It was pretty cold, and it's still fairly breezy at that time. And I went to bed, and I started shivering. And I don't like to get up and close my window, because the next day I'm going to open it again anyway, so I wrapped myself up in the blanket as best as I could, and it was uncontrollable shivering. I couldn't stop. It was crazy. So I'm thinking, oh, and stories. So finally got to sleep. I woke up the next day and everything was fine. And that was Sunday. And when I went out, something just wasn't right. I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel bad. I just didn't feel right. I knew something was wrong. It was only 19 degrees that day, but I wasn't wearing the shorts, so I should have been fine. But at one point, I think when I was sitting down at the dam, I started shivering a little bit. I was thinking, oh, wonderful. Shouldn't be shivering at that temperature. But I noticed it looked like there was rain coming. So I should have checked the radar before I went out, but I didn't bother. So I turned that on, looked at it, and said, oh yeah, it's about to rain. So, thinking, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing anything else today. I started heading home. There's tree branches all over the place. The park was just covered in them again. It's pretty normal. I got up to the construction part there, and part of their fence had been blown over by the wind. Which is kind of interesting. It's just temporary fence. It's on stands anyways. It's not in the ground or anything. So, I didn't go yesterday. I have my cold drink before I go to bed. I've explained this many times. I don't like to go to bed on an empty stomach because that's when I have nightmares. So, I have my cold drink. A meal replacement is what it is. And I'm good for the night. That's the last thing I do before I go to bed. So, it's cold. Still, I can. Sunday night, I skipped it. I didn't want to shiver, and I didn't want to have that cold stuff in me to, help with the shivering. I still shivered a little bit anyways, but it wasn't as bad. So then last night, I decided to have it early, gave it a chance to warm up inside me before I went to bed. I didn't shiver, but as soon as I laid down, I started coughing. And constant. The only time I've been coughing. So I sat up again for a while, watched the video. I went back, laid back down, same thing, started coughing again. So I ended up propping myself up in the corner and sleeping sitting up, which helped with that. But unfortunately, when I sit up, the cat thinks it's okay to jump up on my lap and start kneading. Doesn't matter, I'm trying to sleep. I'm sitting up. He knows when I'm laying down, don't do that. Because it really hurts. Because he usually does that to my stomach, and I don't like his weight on my stomach when I'm laying down. So I had to contend with that. And eventually got to sleep, but I woke up this morning and my neck is so sore. I kind of expected that to happen. It's just crazy. So I've got a cold. It's been a while. I can get them any time of year. I don't like having them in the summer because it just kind of takes away from my enjoyment. But that's all it is. It's just a cold. And I don't know why it is that people just kind of jump to the conclusion, you got COVID. Why? Don't colds exist anymore? Doesn't the flu exist anymore? Why is it COVID the default? Is it COVID? So what if it is? It's not gonna hurt me, despite what they tell you. I don't have any illnesses that it would cause it to have any detrimental effect other than inconvenience. I'll give it that. It's just a normal cold. I get them every year. But normally, in the springtime is when they're most common for me. But like I say, I can get them anytime. So I guess that's all I got. I don't really want to start talking about this. Get into more of a conversation than I want. I'm not going to say too much about it. I was talking to Cody last night, and he was talking about the big fire in Wingham, and they had a lot of concerns. Apparently, Cody entered the building, which surprised me. He hasn't been a fireman that long, a year, 2 years. He's still pretty new, and actually send him into the building, which was kind of cool. But it was pretty concerning for them, and they had I won't talk about that. But I asked him, I said, doesn't that place have a fire alarm? It's a commercial building. Well, they got the bar downstairs, and it's got rental units upstairs. And I said, it shouldn't be required to have an alarm. He says, well, it does. That's the thing. It didn't work. They get called to that place often for, cigarette smoke or whatever, setting off the building's alarm. But when there was an actual fire, my alarms didn't work. That's kind of interesting. As according to the news story, and Cody said the same thing, the police officer driving by saw the smoke, and he said by the time he lives less than a block from the fire department, and the way he pulls in, as soon as he turns into the fire department, he's pointing towards the fire department and the municipal building right in front of him, and the forum is behind that. And then the next block over, and he said there was already like 100-foot flames coming out. He could see them over top of the municipal building. So it had a good head start before the fire department even got there. It's just crazy. And they were pretty concerned. As I said to him, I says, I'm surprised, you didn't lose that whole block, because those buildings were built before fire suppression was, thought of, right? Before that became a thing. So there's no fire stops between each building. So to only lose 2 buildings, that's pretty good. But he said a lot of it had to do with the wind direction. He said if it was going the other direction, it probably would have been a lot worse. I'm not sure what else that I want to share that we talked about. He said he can't get the smell of smoke off him. He said, when he takes 14 showers and his hair still smells like smoke. He says it was absolutely insane. I think he was there for 26 hours. Our fire department's here. They're at a firehouse fire or whatever, and they're there for 8 hours. I'm thinking that's got to be very, very taxing on the body, to be active that long. But 26 hours, I couldn't imagine that. That's just crazy. That's nuts. But it was a big fire, and it's not like they could just let it burn down, because they had buildings beside it they had to save, right? So it was a battle the whole time. It's not. Well, hopefully, I don't have to deal with that again. He says that's the biggest fire of my career. I said, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Nothing like that happens again. I don't know what else to say. I haven't really done much. I've been busy with computer stuff. I actually don't really feel like going out today, but we have a heat warning again for the next couple of days. Okay, come on. My data is on. Why am I not getting temperature? Let me close the app and reopen it. Yeah, my data is on. I decided to wait till I get out here to get the temperature, because it usually goes up before I come out. I don't know, guys. I just checked. Data's turned on for this app, and I have my data turned on, so this app definitely uses them. But it's supposed to be 33 today. It was 29 just before I come out when I checked. It's 3:15 right now, so it's still got a couple hours to continue warming up. But I'm looking at the 14 days. Oh, we are experiencing technical issues. Please try again. Maybe that's why. It's not my phone. So I'm going to take a screen cap there. I'm not sure what tomorrow's temperature is supposed to be, actually. Current conditions not available at this time, please try later. So, this evening, 30, overnight 23, morning 24, so I don't know what. Okay, they're just 30. It's supposed to be 30 degrees tomorrow, but I'm looking at the 14-day forecast, and it looks like it's going to be a 30-degree weekend. So it's looking good. I'll have to grab today's temperature, current temperature, when I get back, I guess. Because that's not going to work for me right now. I guess that's all I got. Oh man, I'm super sweaty already. Oh, I hate that feeling. I'm going to take my shirt up, but I'm not sure if I can yet until I start driving. Because I don't want to start shivering. Hey, I guess that's all I got. I can't think of anything more. I'll see what the day brings me.